What's up, adventurers? Jeff back with the update, 9/2/2022. I gotta take a drink. What a fucking bizarre time to be alive right now. I have no idea what's going on in the world or this country or in the universe for that matter. I probably need to start doing DMT and ayahuasca to try to process all this, or maybe mushrooms, because none of this shit going on in the world or here makes any sense to me right now. It's fucking bizarre. But all that aside, I got an update for you guys today. First, before I get started, tonight, 0 Point, the part 2 of the Quantum Conspiracy drops on my YouTube channel. If you guys aren't familiar with that, Adam from G.I. Joe The Lost Chronicles and I did a collaboration photo story, and his first part has already been released. It was on July 4th weekend, I believe, and my part releases tonight at 7 p.m. So definitely check it out and hit the notification icon, and you'll be notified when the video drops, 7 p.m. We're going to pause the video, and we're going to talk about a few things on this update. All right, guys, first off, had a lot of emails lately asking me about dive weights and dive belts. They are definitely in the works. I've been working on them right now. I just ran out of paint for some reason. I wasn't keeping up with my materials, so I've got to get some more paint, and I will be finishing up an initial run of, I believe, 3 sets of dive weights for the deep sea diver set and 6 dive belts. So I'll be throwing those on eBay here before long, so stay tuned. I'm also in the process of working on some adventure boxes, some aqua crates or adventure crates, I'm not sure what I'm going to call them, and I'm doing a set of fuel cans right now as well. I've also made several molds for different videos that I'm doing and also different projects that I have going on. The silicone I bought seems to work out pretty well, so I've been pretty happy with that. I've been molding some skulls. I finally started working on Bigfoot. I forgot the first foot molded the other day. All the guys in the Axis of Awesome, I sent a picture of this to them. So I'm slowly but surely working on my Sasquatch or my Bigfoot. I'm not sure when he's going to be done. I just work on him whenever I get time. And I've got a lot of other cool little knick-knack projects going on right now in the mix. I also managed to buy a 3D printed Darth Vader head. My Darth Vader from when I was a kid, I broke his head off. But I got this 3D printed replacement head until I find his head. It's up in my attic somewhere. And it works out pretty well. So I'm in the process of restoring him as well as my Kenner Yoda figure. So I got that going on too. I am working on another ATV custom. I decided to go ahead. I was going to do this for another project, but I decided I'm just going to go ahead and paint this, decal it, and put it out there kind of like I did that orange ATV, so be on the lookout for that here sometime soon. From the San Diego Comic-Con, I got the Nika Dungeons & Dragons Lost Waves set. I'll probably do a review of that at some point and talk about that in more detail, but this is really cool. I was excited for that. I also finished this mummy. I'm doing it for a photo story. I've got to make a sarcophagus for him. It's my next step, but this is the first mummy I've made in probably, I would say, 2.5 years. So yeah, I like the way it turned out. I used the same head sculpt from my dead heads and just molded the hands and then made the body and whatnot. So he turned out awesome. I'm working on a really cool custom figure here for a photo story that I have going on next year, hopefully. This is going to be a wild photo story. I'm building an actual figure from scratch. So I think you guys are going to think this is really cool when you see what I do with this. I'm also in the process of working on Halloween video right now. So you guys will see this video drop at some point if I can get all this stuff done. Got a lot of other projects going on right now too. Pretty excited. Let's see. Over here, I've got a lot of fabric for projects that I have in the works. Some really cool prints for some really cool custom projects. So, and I managed to find some more of that cool fabric that we used in the Traveling Joe project, and the same one I sent Paul Knapp. If you guys haven't checked out Paul Knapp's Axis of Awesome challenge with all the crates, definitely do so. It was a cool challenge, and I really had fun doing that, and I'm glad Paul's part of the team now. I got a lot of other projects over here going on. Hopefully for 2023. Got a What's in the Shop coming next week, so I might talk about some of that, but we'll see. Other than that, that's about all that I have for this update, guys. Just a lot of crazy stuff going on right now in my shop as I try to clear out projects and do things. It's been pretty exciting to get back in here and start working on stuff. I enjoy doing this probably more than anything, just building. Sometimes I'll make videos and sometimes I won't. It just really depends on what time I have. So I know Pat and Jay at Elite Action Joe. I hope I didn't mix up Elite Action Joe with G.I. Joe Lost Chronicles. I'm getting over a cold, so I'm not all there mentally. If I did, I apologize. But I know Pat and Jay, Elite Action Joe, have been doing some really good question and answer episodes. And one of the things they talked about was how to get into the Axis of Awesome. And it's crazy. I never really intended for the Axis of Awesome to become this movement. But it has, and that's a great thing. And to answer the question, I guess they've elected me the de facto leader, probably because I'm the one that coined the term. But the Axis of Awesome, it kind of is a group, I guess, and it's a group of really good guys that are open-minded, that have really good senses of humor, that enjoy the hobby. We share a lot of things in common, and I'm probably the youngest member at 47. There's definitely different ages in this group. We're adding more people, and to answer the question of how to get into the Axis of Awesome, I don't know. I don't know how you get into it. I think you either get into it or you don't get into it. It's just like, it's like an organic thing. It's like you start posting videos. Maybe we start all communicating, and the next thing you know, we pick you up, bring you into the team. I guess that's how it works. Paul kind of laid out the blueprint for that in a way. I know there's some guys out there who basically are in the Axis of Awesome, but haven't officially thrown them in there. But maybe we'll do that 2023. We'll all get together and come up with a group agreement on how we want to do it. It's such a cool thing, though. It's just I never imagined things would get to be as cool as what they are with this, and I'm really excited. So the Axis of Awesome is real. It's definitely a really cool club of what I would consider to be elite G.I. Joe enthusiasts. That's kind of what I consider ourselves to be. Yeah, we're always looking for new faces and new people to join. So throw some content out there, start a YouTube channel. That should almost be the requirement, right? You got to have a YouTube channel if you want to be in the Axis of Awesome, because that's kind of where we all started and met each other. So maybe that'll be the first rule, right, guys? You got to have a YouTube channel. That disqualifies some people, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. Lastly, I want to give a shout out to Sydney from Gunga Toys. I did a video last week on the Bionic Man that Sydney, I bought off Cotswold Collectible via Gunga Toys, or bought off Gunga Toys via Cotswold Collectibles, and there was some flaws in it. And apparently Sydney and those guys had possibly sent a prototype to Cotswold. But the cool thing about it is Sydney reached out to me, and we sent a couple emails back and forth, and he's going to make it right. He's going to send me the correct pair of shoes and jacket. And I'll tell you what, that is awesome. I'm a Gunga Toys ride or die from now on. I mean, that's something cool. I know I've bought stuff from other manufacturers and had issues, and they basically told me tough luck. That's just the way it goes. We didn't make it. We just distribute it, which I get that too. But, Sydney's making it right. And a lot of you other people out there who have stores and and manufacture stuff, you can take a really good lesson from Sydney at Gunga Toys. You may not like the fact that you have to replace something, but you should do it. That's the best. That's the right thing to do. You know, if you did make a mistake, that's the right thing to do. Or if something's broken, it's the right thing to do. And we need more people doing the right thing. And Sydney, shout out to you. You are an official member of the Axis of Awesome right now and forever. And that's coming from me. And I will rep Gunga Toys till the end because you're a good guy and you did the right thing, man. And I really appreciate it. You didn't have to do it, but you did. So shout out to Sydney at Gunga Toys. I'll put a link in the description here for the 2 Steve Austin sets that Cotswold's currently carrying. So you guys can get on there and think about buying them. And other than that, guys, check out 0 Point tonight, 7 p.m. Keep living the adventure. Until next time, cheers.